Hey, family. There is a moment you realize the pain you buried has been living your life for you. It chooses what you say. It edits how you show up. It shrinks how much love you allow yourself to receive. And you wonder why your confidence feels fake first, fragile. But healing doesn't begin with pretending. It begins with truth. The kind you whisper to yourself at midnight. The kind that trembles out of your mouth when you finally say, "That hurt me more than I ever admitted." And if you're brave enough to tell the truth, even if no one else ever apologizes, you will set yourself free. Welcome to episode 5 of Confidence Rewired, where we're unlearning the silence that shaped us and rewiring our confidence from the inside out. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome home. This is a healing space, and this episode is absolutely personal. We're talking about something tender but powerful. Healing starts with truth. So don't go away. Share this video with friends and loved ones. Grab for yourself a glass of water, tea, or coffee. I'll be right back. Welcome back. For the sake of those who don't know me, I am Omolola Adeyemo, a confidence strategist and wellness coach. Before we dive in, let's connect. Drop in the chat your name and where you are chatting from. Go ahead and put it. I see Goodness from Nigeria. Welcome on board. Oh, I see Hope. Where are you connecting from, please? Oh, I see Favor from Lagos. Welcome. So, are you ready to cruise with me today? If yes, drop in the chat. I am ready to face it. That's our declaration today. Not to reopen wounds, but to let them finally breathe. Our main focus today is the role that truth plays in healing. One thing about wounds is they don't heal in the dark. You can't fix what you pretend doesn't hurt. You see, there is a moment when you realize the pain you buried isn't buried at all. It's alive. It's been living your life for you, and it's subtle but powerful. It chooses what you say, like when you bite your tongue to keep the peace, because somewhere deep inside, you learned that speaking up wasn't safe. It edits how you show up. You walk into rooms already shrinking yourself. You show up as half of who you are because you don't want to be too much. It shrinks how much love you allow yourself to receive. You apologize for being loved. You reject compliments. You self-sabotage relationships that feel too good to be true. Not because they are, but because you never believed you were worthy of that kind of good. And then you wonder why your confidence feels fake, forced, or fragile. Because it wasn't built on truth, it was built on survival. But let me tell you something. Pretending isn't peace. Performing isn't healing. And silence isn't strength. Healing doesn't begin with pretending. It begins with truth. The kind you whisper to yourself at midnight. The kind that trembles out of your mouth when you finally say, "That hurt me more than I ever admitted." When someone abandoned you and you said, "I'm fine." When you were betrayed and still protected them. When you made yourself small for love that didn't see you. But the truth, you were hurting the whole time. And the day you tell the truth, even if nobody apologizes, you set yourself free. You don't need closure from them to begin healing for you. You don't need a perfect childhood to build a healthy future. You just need the truth and the courage to finally face it. The truth is, it stings, just like salt on wound. But salt wasn't made to destroy. It was made to cleanse, to preserve, to purify, to draw out infection. Yes, it burns. Yes, it exposes. But it also begins the healing. And emotional truth is just the same. It stings when you finally say, that hurt me. But that sting, it's not destruction. It's cleansing. It's the beginning of becoming whole. And for many of us, we have survived by covering up the pain with perfection, performance, productivity. But healing doesn't happen through hiding. Healing begins the moment we tell the truth. Did you know? Truth is the first act of self-compassion. Most of us were never given a safe space to be honest. Honest about sadness, honest about anger, honest about what was missing. But here is the truth. You are allowed to name what hurt you. Not to blame, but to begin. Because when you tell the truth, even quietly, your healing begins loudly. Once again today, you will write a letter to your inner child. So here's our activity for the week. Write a letter to your inner child. The child who didn't get the apology. The one who waited for the word that never came. I'm proud of you. You don't deserve that. It wasn't your fault. You are loved. I want you to write what they needed to hear from you. You will write it like you're rocking her in your arms. Write it like you are holding his hand after a nightmare. Be the safe space you never had. If you're watching live, type in the chat, "Dear little me." And if you're watching the replay, I give you the permission to pause right now. Pull out your journal. Don't skip this. This is a sacred work. What would your healing look like if you started speaking the truth? Not out of bitterness, but out of love. Because truth doesn't only set us free, it reconnects us to ourselves. In our next episode, we are entering a brand new section of Confidence Rewired series. It's called Broken but Breathing. Because some of us are not falling apart, we're just learning how to live after the break. In episode 6, we are laying the foundation for a powerful introduction. How childhood trauma and emotional triggers shape your confidence, and how to finally name what has been silently driving you. This is where we stop pretending and start unpacking. Don't miss it. We're going deeper because healing doesn't skip steps. Before I draw the curtain on today's episode, I want you to know that this is not just a series. It's a soul renovation, and every time you show up for yourself, healing becomes real. So write that letter, speak your truth, and remind that little version of you are finally safe. Tag someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode drop. Until next time, keep rising, keep rewiring, and remember, you are not broken, you are becoming. Healing begins the moment we tell the truth.